Guys, new show. Welcome to That's a Wrap. This is your weekly wrap-up show of League One. And today we've got our favourite hosters. Bring them on in. Here's Aaron, and we got a new guy.
Welcome. Yeah. Who are you?
Okay, who knew? Here we go. Well, exciting. Good to see everybody in. What we're going to do is, Josh, you've got firstly, we'll bring up the table.
Yep.
So here we go.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, Stockport. Wow, look at that. Ruling.
Yeah.
Ruling the league. So we've got 4 teams still undefeated. We're not going to cover the first week. We're just going to cover this week. And we'll jump straight into it. And basically, we're going to cover every game. And first off, we've got Charlton v Leyton, which will be covered by Josh. Charlton, just so you know, in the first week, they actually were away to Wigan and won 1-0. And Leyton, they were, let's have a look. Where are they? Leyton. I've lost them. They're in here. I know that. Oh, there they are. Yeah, that's right. They played Bolton at home and lost 2-1. So what do you got for us, Josh?
There we go. All right. Yeah. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on the show. There you go. The wrap. That's a wrap. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. This is going to be your EFL League One show. And we're literally shooting the rehearsal. So fantastic. Here we go. Let's do it. All right. So I've been allotted. We all got 4 games each, and I'm going to screw up all 4 of them. But here's the thing. My first game is Charlton Athletic versus Leyton Orient, and Charlton Athletic. This game was on Saturday. They beat Leyton Orient 1-0. It was at the Valley. 15,126 people there at the match. And I also brought the highlights here. So we're going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of the highlights, and I'm going to read you what happened during this match here. So, fuck me. Told you I was shooting there. There you go. There's the game. So Luke Berry's stoppage time strike saw Charlton maintain their 100% league start in League One with the Derby win over Leyton Orient. Summer signings: Luke Berry, a free agent after leaving Luton, raced on as a substitute to flick on a shot in the bottom left corner. Listen, what we're doing is like this kid number 7 right here. I'm going to tell you, he's a first teamer. His name is the fuck is his name? His name is Tyrese Campbell. Back here, this guy number 7 was an absolute nightmare. Watching the highlights, because we don't get to watch all of the games, I felt like Leyton Orient were all over them most of the match. Listen, it was nothing less. The Addicts, i.e. the Charlton, deserved. They dominated after the restart and then second half. But I watching all these games, seeing how this is going down. Kit watch, not that great, but I'll tell you, most of these teams, there was a lot of pressure in it, but a lot of huffing and puffing. And these players, I'll say, it seems like an open league in certain ways. And I relate it back to Wrexham, because what we're doing with the Wrexham stuff, I think our manager is going to come about because these games look very, very wide open. I would say that Connor Coventry hit a long distance shot. And now I think that, listen, I think that these teams are good. I don't think they're going to compete for us as we go on for the league. I will tell you, one player I want to look at that's going to be there is this kid Tyrese Campbell. I'm going to bring it up right here. He was dominant, and he on the wing, number 7. So let's keep a lookout for him.
Okay, he was quick.
Yeah,
he was quick. Yeah, so that's a good wrap. Like, that's a quick one. But that's what we want. We want to keep this moving because we've got to get through 12 games.
Yeah.
But obviously, Charlton got up at home. So, and how do you think those teams? Where do you think those teams? How do you think those teams will go this year?
So we're looking. Not that it matters right now. We're here. Charlton Athletic. They're in 4th. They won both their first 2 6. Their first games were at 6 points. They won 2. Obviously, lost 0. But their goal diff is +2. Charlton Athletic, from watching, listen, we did just watch a lot of the extended highlights and the highlights. I think they look decent. The league sucks right now because we're not going to be able to see where it's going to be. I think Charlton's going to be there and thereabouts. And on the other side of things, I'll say that Leyton Orient, they're a team that everyone kind of knows in the league, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to be there at the end of the day. So it's a again, we're starting to learn this about the clubs, and I'll say this: Charlton. It was almost like a balanced game. Charlton Athletic had 55% of the possession. There were 10 shots to 8 shots on target, 4-2. Block shots, targets on, there were a lot of targets. But listen, there was aerial duels won on 36-35. It's a very balanced game. But look at this, 23 fouls in the whole game. But look at this. This is it, 9 corners to 2. So all those stats out there, right there. Charlton, I think, in my opinion, coming into this, looked to be more dominant of the two. So that's my take on that one in my kickoff of here we go.
Cool. Well, let's move right along. Let's get into the second game. So second game, we have Aaron, Shrewsbury versus Peterborough. Now, Shrewsbury, just in their first round, just so everybody knows, they haven't had a great start to the season. They were away to Stevenage and lost 1-0. And Peterborough, they were home to Huddersfield and lost 2-0. So both these teams lost in the first round. So a big match for them coming in. And how'd we go, Aaron?
Okay, so yeah, like you said, big match for both of them, both looking for a win or at least a draw. But what we got was Peterborough absolutely dominated this game. It wasn't close. Now, one thing to note for us Wrexham fans, Darren Ferguson, who is a Wrexham club legend, is the coach at Peterborough. And he is the son of Sir Alex Ferguson. So, he's got the pedigree. And he's a really good coach. Peterborough had a lot of new players in this year. They sold a lot of their best players from last year. So there's a lot of people that weren't sure, kind of not sure how Peterborough was going to go this year. But I'll tell you what, they had a standout in this game. We'll start off 21 minutes into the game. It was actually Shrewsbury started off with scoring. Carl Winchester scored, and that brought the game to 1-0, but it didn't last long. Kwame Paku, he scored
in
the
again?
23rd minute. Kwame Paku. He scored in the 23rd minute, so it didn't take long, and he is lights out fast. He is unbelievable on the ball.
Is he going to sign for Rotherham? Sorry to cut you off there.
No, he is. I think they're going to try to hold on to him for a while and then sell him for a whole bunch of money. But yeah, that was in the 23rd minute, so we were 1-1 going into halftime. And then again, 58 minutes after halftime, Kwame Paku scores again with an assist from Archie Collins. Takes Peterborough up 2-1. Then it kind of got quiet, but I mean, they dominated possession. Peterborough did. Really, Shrewsbury, from the highlights I saw, didn't ever really look in the game. Come the 87th minute, Joel Randall, he puts one in. Peterborough goes up 3-1, and then a minute later, just after the kickoff, they turn the ball over. Peterborough gets the ball again, goes down. Joel Randall puts another one in. I think that one was I think it was a block shot, and he put it in. And that was the end of the scoring. Now, Kwame Paku just missed his hat trick I think it's the 94th minute maybe. He bounced one off the top bar. And it looked good, but he hit the bar and come flying back out. But
that's a goal.
Who scored that one? Is that Paku, number 7 there?
That's Paku. Yeah, that would be Paku. Oh no, that was
Winchester.
That was Shrewsbury.
That was Shrewsbury.
This will be Paku. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this move.
Oh!
Pow. He is unreal. He's unreal.
Why are we not signing him? What's going on there?
I don't know. I'm telling you, they're going to sell him for a whole bunch of money.
So then we got to the second half. This is the second half.
The second half, you'll get another Kwame Paku goal coming
Bang!
up.
Back of the net.
Right there.
Yeah.
He's the real deal.
Wow.
He's legit.
That's cool.
And then you'll have Joel Randall coming up here. With a nice little.
Wow. Shrewsbury shot in defense there.
Oh, wow.
Little ugly goal there. Ball spills out and he taps it in. And then I believe there's a turnover just after the kickoff. And
not a big crowd there for Shrewsbury at home.
No.
Okay.
They're,
what's that?
and there you go. There's the
turnover.
And Randall finishes right there.
Okay.
And it should. I think the next highlight is Kwame Paku, where he misses his. He hits the bar. Would have been his hat trick. I think is the next highlight.
Are you worried about this team?
Yeah.
Are you guys?
They look good. Yeah, they look absolutely
good. Look at his speed.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You just rinsed him.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Bam.
Wow. Okay.
And hits the bar.
Okay.
And hits the bar.
Wow.
So, player of the match, according to FotMob, was Kwame Paku with a 9.2 rating. And then you already kind of hit on it previously. They both lost in the first round, first week. So that puts Peterborough at 1 win, 0 draws, and 1 loss, and that puts them 11th on the table. And Shrewsbury are 0 wins, 0 draws, 2 losses, and they are dead last at 24th in the table. The possession stats were 65% to 35 in favor of Peterborough. The XG, which is expected goals, was 3.19 to Peterborough and only 0.62 to Shrewsbury. Peterborough had 18 shots.
I'm wrapping you up. We've got to get through these games.
All right, go. I was almost done. I had 2 more stats.
Aaron,
2 more
stats.
stats.
2 more.
Huh? Get out of here.
Aaron, brought to you by FotMob.
Huh?
Sponsored by FotMob. Aaron, I'm doing it.
All right.
Okay, next game. This one's me. Northampton versus Exeter. And that was Northampton at home. So Northampton, in their first match of the season, were away to Bristol and lost 1-0. And Exeter were at home to Rotherham and won 1-0, which is Aaron's. That's who Aaron works for in a recruitment role. But anyway, moving right along. In the match, Northampton did get up 2-1, and the attendance was 5,981, so just under 6,000. And I would say both these teams, they're currently mid-table, and that is probably where I expect them to finish.
Will you get a strike for Toronto? I don't think so, because they're on YouTube, but we'll see. But good question. Yeah, good question. Let's just rinse this out real quick. Seeing some of these games, right? Watching them back. What is your take on? I know we're going to get through them. What is your take on them? Because it kind of looks like, I know they're highlights, but no structure, right? Are we gathering this?
Yeah, and I think as we go through and week on week, we're going to start to see some trends here. But I think if we just quickly sort of rate them at the end of each game, where roughly we think they'll finish in the league. And for me, Exeter and Northampton, who are currently now sitting 15th and 16th on the league, that's where I think they're going to be. Where they are now, come the end of the year, they're roughly going to be there. They're going to miss the playoffs, but they're not going to get relegated.
Well, I think Aaron is our guru who knows more than we do at this point, for goddamn sure. He even put up the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I came prepared. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't know how you did it, but you did it. I love it. Yeah.
Aaron, you know what's going on here? He's stalling because the next game is Huddersfield versus Stevenage.
All right.
Stevenage. So,
all right, Huddersfield versus Stevenage. Yes, Saturday, August 17th, 2024. Huddersfield 1-2.
Well, Huddersfield, they were away to Peterborough in their first match and won 2-0, which was great. And Stevenage, where are we here? Just looking. There we are. Yeah, they were home to Shrewsbury and won 1-0. So what do you got?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, again, shooting the rehearsal. There we go. So Huddersfield.
This is it.
Yeah, Huddersfield. You don't need to see my face. Huddersfield 1-2-1 against Stevenage. There were goals in 2 goals in the first half and a penalty in the 95th minute. It was at John Smith Stadium, 18,529. Again, here I'm going to get to the highlights here, and here we go. So I'm going to read a little bit off as we go. So Huddersfield made it 3 wins out of 3 in all competitions to start the new campaign. As I saw Stevenage, Josh Korma opened the scoring midway through the first half before a second half strike from Ben Wiles. Put him in control, and Harvey White's stoppage time penalty was merely a consolation. Here you go. There's a goal right there. No, it's not going to there. Also, I got to go kit watch. I hate the Huddersfield kit because I can't see their numbers, but I will say Stevenage did show up with their purple patch there too. Most of the first half, the hosts dominated, but they deserved their lead. Again, 26 minutes in here. Here it is. Bang, back of the net. There you go. How about it? Yeah. Notice in the crowd, by the way, you can see that there is not that many people in the stands. There is no Rex effect happening there, as you know. Look at
Rex
this
effect. Wow.
Yeah, a little Rex effect. Ball outside here. I did think that Stevenage did have some chances. Watch this run right here. That's wide. Why are you doing that, son? That's going in the back of the net. Yep, that's going in the back of the net. But honestly, kit update, bang. That's not a bad kit. I really like that kit. Stevenage,
Grimace.
there you go.
Like Grimace.
This ball right through right here, coming through. Let's go. Chip that in the box. Does he have it? And he does. There you go. Bang. So listen, I think Huddersfield will be there. They're a professional. They're a professional championship League One side. I like that a lot. So I think they could come up with some problems later on. So we will see them. Here's the ball in the back end. Great keeping right there. And bang, boom it away. And that should be done. It's a penalty. I don't see where this penalty happened. I don't think they have replays here, but here's this penalty in the 94th minute. And nice penalty by the kid. Back in that top of it. There you go. I'll give Stevenage credit for their kit. But other than that, I don't see them causing us any trouble on the back of that one there.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a pretty good wrap. And look, there you go. Huddersfield undefeated so far this season, sitting second on the table. So they're going quite well indeed. But yeah, next up we've got so we're rolling on through, guys. Next up we've got Lincoln City v Barnsley. And Lincoln City had an away game to Burton in the first round and got the win 3-2. And Barnsley in their first match were home to Mansfield, one of the promoted clubs from last season, and they lost to Mansfield 2-1. What do you got for us, Aaron?
All right. So, as you said, Barnsley lost last week at home to Mansfield. Daryl Clark bringing his guys over to Lincoln. Michael Scabala is the coach in Lincoln, and Barnsley got things started off 13 minutes in. Oh, we're going.
I'm just putting him back. Is that we're
all right, I'll go. First goal, Sam Cosgrove for Barnsley. He scores in the 13th minute.
Early
on. And that was about all that happened in the first half. No more scoring in the first half.
Yeah.
So
how much was the crowd
quiet.
again, Aaron?
I did not have the crowd on this one.
Okay, but it looks like a pretty packed stadium anyway.
Yeah. I
Okay,
didn't
cool.
have the crowds.
That's all right. I'll look it up.
After halftime, let's see, it's still the first half. Lincoln wins the weirdest club match competition.
Yeah.
So second half, once we get into there, we'll have Mark Roberts. I think this is a miss. Yeah. Mark Roberts is going to score for Barnsley and put them up 2-0 at the 47th minute. So that right out of halftime. 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They look like a big team.
They're Barnsley is one of the teams that people talk about that should be a strong playoff contender. Then in the 70th minute, Ben House for Lincoln gets one back. Should be coming up here. This might be it. No, not that one. But at the 70th minute, they get one back, and that does it for the scoring. And Barnsley win 2-1. Kind of wait for that goal to go in. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There you go. So that's the goal. So that's how this was a pretty even game. Possession. Lincoln actually had 55% of the possession. Barnsley with 45. Lincoln also had a higher XG, 1.27 to Barnsley's 0.37. Lincoln had 14 shots to 6 shots for Barnsley, and they had 6 on target to 3 on target for Barnsley. So they dominated in all those stats, but guess what? They lost 2-1. Stats don't mean everything.
Yes.
So that leaves Lincoln, 1 win, 0 draws, 1 loss, and they're currently 12th in the table. And Barnsley, 1 win, 0 draws, and 1 loss, and they're currently 13th in the table. So the man of the match was Mark Roberts with an 8.3 FOTMOB rating, and that's what I got for that one.
Any threat to our? Any threat to our team? Anyone you see?
Both of those teams are teams that have been talked about being in the playoff race. So I'm not so sure about Lincoln. I know they've lost. I think they've lost a little bit from last year, and I don't know if they've replaced it. We'll just kind of have to see as the season goes. Barnsley has also lost, but they, they're going to be a strong team. So we'll see. We'll just have to see how the season goes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. And how do you? So where do you think they're going to finish? Like for the season, what's your gut at the moment?
I think they'll both be up in there battling somewhere between 12 and 6. Maybe just outside of playoffs. Maybe one of them sneak in. We'll see.
And isn't it ironic that both those teams lost at home and won away for their first 2 games?
Yeah, wild.
Yeah.
Let me get to some of the chat real quick before you get in real quick. Sarcasm is always appreciated. Well, welcome to the Local Pundit, Marie. We'd love you. Interesting to motor. You'd see whose motors are faster. Absolutely. Marie also says that. No exceptional. It was track. Not exceptional. It was project.
That was yours. Just I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm terrible. Lincoln wins the weirdest club badge of the competition. It looked weird right there. If you go back to that, that's actually pretty tragic. There you go.
The Imps. They're the Imps.
Yep. And Nikki D's in the house. Wade Evans says, "Good day, fellas and ladies. By game week 15, things will start to have a predictive shape." Yes, that's why we're starting this now, for this to be the flagship EFL League One channel. I don't care what anyone else says. Come here Monday nights. We're going to do it. And Ken and Aaron.
Have the full wrap. You're going to see what happened for the week. You're going to get a bit of the handle on the team you're coming up against next week. If it's not your, you get to have a look at your upcoming team. Ironically, this week, what we did was we just rotated who was doing the reviews of each match. And my next one, I think, well, we had to make sure that Aaron didn't have this one. It's Rotherham v Bristol, because he is chief recruitment officer for Rotherham. And basically, Rotherham, in their first match, ironically, even though Aaron had recruited 57 players for them in the off-season,
several.
They lost 1-0 to Exeter. And then we had Bristol in their first match for the season. We're at home to Northampton and won 1-0. Well, here we go. This was a blow your socks off, 0-0 draw. So Aaron recruited 27 strikers for Rotherham in the off-season, and not one of them could score a goal in this match. The attendance was 9,414. Manager for Rotherham is Steve Evans, and the manager for Bristol is Matt Taylor. Rotherham definitely had the better of the match, and you'll see this here now. Like, they had 20 shots on goal to Bristol's 5.
Jesus.
So there's 25 shots on goal and
that's
not
like,
one score.
Can I just say, that's like going at it for 2 hours with someone and not having it come to some.
Yeah.
There you go. Done. It's a family show.
That's like Josh trying to kiss someone at the prom all night and just getting totally rejected.
I know. And you know what? It would happen.
Yeah.
There you go.
And of those 25 shots, 20 to Rotherham and 5 to Bristol, Rotherham got 5 shots on target and Bristol only the 1 shot on target. So not surprised to see Bristol not score with only 1 shot on target. But this will feel like a win for Bristol away. Just to get the point, the possession was really quite even, 53 to 47%. And it was just one of those things. But interestingly enough, Bristol, 20 fouls to Rotherham's 8. But Rotherham had 3 yellow cards and Bristol 2. So, but yeah, no red cards and very little offsides, only 3 in total, 2 to Bristol and 1 to Rotherham. That was really good work there by the Bristol player. Good cross, and they should have scored. Bristol could have stolen this match right there.
Mm-hmm.
with McCormick. Like, that's how close it was. And you'll see, like, even though, and that's probably a cruel thing to say because, as you can see, Rotherham, lots of shots on goal, really should have won this match. They'll feel like they let one get away here.
Also, too, they just came down, so you got to think about that. That's got to be, what they.
That's right. Like, they'll be wanting to go straight back up. I don't know what's happened, Aaron. Have you copped a lot of flack this week with the recruitment drive that you did for them?
Yeah,
we'll be just fine. We're going to be just fine. Okay? Everybody needs to calm down.
Yeah, stats on that one where they had 20 shots on goal.
Rotherham had 20 shots on goal to Bristol Rovers 5.
So, and Rotherham just came down. Do you think of the fact that like Bristol was that bad and not ready, or Rotherham were just more dominant, just could put the ball away?
Rotherham's a better team. Don't get me wrong, out of those two teams, but Rotherham were at home, and Bristol almost stole a win. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those ones where you go, "Holy crap, that could have really gone the other way," and Rotherham would have been devastated to lose that match. So, and that's going to happen a lot this season because teams are close.
Yeah.
I mean, Rotherham now is sitting 18th on the table, and and then you've got Bristol, who obviously had a win in their first match and a draw now, are sitting 10th, like tied with a lot of teams that have had a win and a draw. So they'll be quite happy with that. This is a very, very close league, and we'll make these predictions as we go, but we'll probably get it wrong.
Where do we think these guys, Aaron? Where do you think they're going to end up? I'm sorry, Aaron and Ken. Where do we think these guys going to end up? Both these teams. I mean, just out of like taking it in from like day one, and we're going to grow this. This is going to be like you're watching the genesis of us figuring out what the F we're doing and how we're going to figure this out. What do you think these guys will be?
I think Rotherham will make the playoffs, not automatic promotion. And I think Bristol will be knocking on the door of the playoffs and may or may not make it.
Really? Okay. Wow.
That's my opinion. Like, this is how close this league is. And they could then also finish as low as 16th or 17th because it's just that close.
I'm leaning more towards that for Bristol. I think they'll be lower in the table. I don't think they'll be up there. But Rotherham, I think you're right, though. I think playoffs probably. Just depends on if they can get that team to mesh. That's what they're going to have to do.
Well, they need
bring in a lot of people.
They need you.
I'm in Wrexham.
Seriously, you recruited so many players. These guys would be walking up going, "Hi, my name's Josh. Hi, my name's Ken." Yeah. I got no idea who they are.
Yeah, look at that. Wayne Evanson's great show time. Hey, Ken. Yeah. Well, we curtsied to Ken because he's the one up. He's the one up at 6 a.m. Christine's apparently the IMP in the link. Is it limp?
It's an imp. It's an imp.
Is that from Pulp Fiction?
I don't know, but that's what they are.
Who's Sean? No idea who Sean is.
No, Sean meant to ask, did Wrexham ever provide financials? He's talking to probably someone in the chat. Anyway.
Yeah, Christine. Hey, all. Josh, if we get to predict from Ken, when Josh is live on air, he should ignore your calls. To Josh's credit, he did answer. I did answer.
I just woke up.
Yeah.
When I wake up, the first thing I do is not hop on YouTube to see if Josh is on.
Yeah. He goes and takes 60.
The first thing you do is call him. You're still laying in bed. And gotta call.
We had a show today. It's a show.
Let's say first he takes his 9th piss of the night, and then he comes and he answers that too. I think Rotherham have a show having slow up because of the amount of new signings, but once they start to gel, they're going to push for top 4. That's a good shout. And Stuart Ryan here, hello, Stockport fan here from last season. Just wondering how you think it's gone so far. We're going to get to Stockport.
We're getting to you. Hang around, Stuart.
Yeah, hang out, Stuart.
Yeah.
Hang around, it's coming. But next up, we've got Reading versus Wigan Athletic. Now, Reading in their first match of the season. Actually, where are we here? As I scroll down here we are. Yep, they were away to Birmingham with a 1-1 draw in their first match.
Yep.
And Wigan Athletic were at home to Charlton and lost 1-0. What do we got, Josh?
So here it is right there. 2-0. Reading win 2-0. It was a two goals by Savage, and I will not even try. I scored that goal at the Select Leasing Stadium. 12,689 people showed up to that match. So let's dive into this right here. I will do that. There we go. Looks like a beautiful day in just outside of London. If I get this shit right, there we go. Looks like a beautiful day outside of London. At the Select Car Lease Stadium. Reading tasted victory in the first time this season with a victory over Wigan in front of a prospective new owner, Rob Koch, American financier Rob Koch, the former Wycombe owner, will have been impressed with the fluent Reading dominant most of the first half after going ahead through Charlie Savage's 7th-minute goal. Remember, Charlie Savage was somebody we were looking at for Wrexham. I thought he's a nice midfielder. He's a son of Robbie Savage and a good midfielder there too. Kevin made it 2-0 after the 57th minute, and the Royals were rarely in trouble thereafter by a tame Wigan showing. But listen, the hosts went in front deep. I believe that this kid, number 9 right here, as you're watching on the screen, this kid can play. I thought they were very athletic. Watching the highlights here, I would watch out for Reading. We are taking them on this Saturday, so we need to take note of this side real quick. But Charlie Savage having to score, and the guys up front look really athletic. I thought their keeper held up really nicely right there with a fantastic save. So Reading are a very good championship and League One side. This is a team that we need to watch out for. So going into this match right here on the weekend for Wrexham, although look at this right here. Here he comes. He's going to put it away. A little too much. Close one there. So I look at this, and I'm just thinking that it's a solid side, and Reading are going to be there and thereabouts. I know they had a tough season last season, but they have some athletes. I think their forward line looks really good. Their keeper's great. I think he puts this one. No, but he should have done better there too. So, but that was the sub. So there it is. Reading versus Wigan, athletic, and it wasn't a rout, but 2-0. 2-0 they win against Wigan Athletic. And remember, Wigan Athletic are not a side that's like, they don't know their way through the championship. They don't know their way through League One. Wigan are on their way down. Reading are in the like yo-yo phase. So we need to look out for this too. We're playing Reading on Saturday, Wrexham fans. So let's keep an eye on them. But these teams, Wigan, I don't think is going to challenge anywhere near. I think we can go out there, but Reading, we need to watch out for them because they have some athletes up front.
They look good.
I know.
They do look really good. Yeah, I agree. Reading look like a strong team, and ironically, as we're Wrexham fans, that's who they're playing this week. But interestingly enough, I had this one up here, this chat from Wayne Evans, and as we jump to the next match, we do have one of the promoted teams for Aaron, Mansfield v Burton. And Mansfield in their first week were away to Barnsley and did win 2-1. And then we had Burton, who played at home to Lincoln City and lost 2-3. So a high-scoring match. How'd this match go?
This match is another goal fest. So
who's it again? Mansfield v who?
Mansfield
Burton.
and Burton Albion. So you had Nigel Clough, of course, the coach at Mansfield. We know him. Mark Robinson, new coach at Burton Albion. Mansfield ended up and Burton ended up drawing 3-3. So it was a real exciting game, back and forth. Just a real basketball style game. Highlights are pretty crazy. So. To start off with a name that we all know and that Kieran would know, Will Evans gets the ex-Newport striker gets the scoring started. 1-0. So 1-0 for Mansfield. There he is, jumping around. And then it didn't take long. That was in the 4th minute. 7th minute, Billy Bowden will put one in. He's assisted by Ben Whitfield.
Good pass.
And
set up.
Here it comes.
Oh, shit.
Smoked it. Absolutely smoked it. And then...
you got to watch a good one here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in the
Mansfield.
first minute of added time in the first half. Jack Armour. I'm not sure.
That's okay.
Own goal. So
yeah, but I think that's a bit rough to call that an own goal, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to pause right there.
There was about 12 people there.
What the hell's wrong with the stadium? Why is there nobody there? What happened? Why are they redoing everything in the stadium?
I have no idea.
There's just nobody there.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Sorry. I fucked up Aaron's flow. Go ahead. Go on, Stu Scott.
No, you're good. So halftime, 2-1. Mansfield's in the lead. But once you get in the second half, there he is again. Or that time it's Ben Whitfield. Who assisted the first goal. He scores the second goal for them. So that draws it level at 2-2. Then Billy Bowden in the 81st minute gets his second goal of the game. And they take the lead 3-2.
That was a banger.
And then it gets a little this one is hard to believe what happens here. At the end of the game, 96th minute, we get a penalty, and Mansfield, Lee Gregory steps up, puts it away. Mansfield gets the draw at the end of the game in the dying numbers, and Mansfield preserve a point. They preserve a point at home, 3-3 to Burton.
There's no foul there, Aaron. What the?
I think the referee. I don't know what to tell you. Possession was pretty even, 54-46. Same with everything else. This was an even basketball game, back and forth, up and down. Fun stuff to watch, I'm sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's a game.
Yeah. What do we think? What do we think about those teams and competitive to? Obviously, we're just dipping our toes in the water here, literally.
2 games in.
Yeah. What do you got?
I think I'm not convinced with Mansfield. I'm not convinced with Burton either. I think they're both going to be mid-table to lower mid-table teams somewhere in there. Burton might push up a little more. They brought in some decent players, but they brought in a lot of players. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but I could see them both being lower mid-table teams.
Okay.
By the end. That's a fair comment.
Yeah, fair comment. Yep.
Fair comment. So, well, let's keep moving on. Got me now. So Cambridge v Crawley, and Cambridge literally in their first match were away to Stockport, and Stockport just said thank you very much, 2-0, clean them up. And Crawley, who is another of the promoted teams from League Two last season, were at home to Blackpool in the first week and won 2-1. And this week away to Cambridge, kept their undefeated record with a 1-0 win. Now, this was pretty amazing with an attendance of 6,720. Had the managers Gary Monk for Cambridge and Scott Lindsay for Crawley Town. And this was a very interesting game indeed. But literally this match was, Cambridge had more shots on target. They had 6 shots on target. You can see here in the first half, they were on attack, trying to, press their advantage at home, but just couldn't get it done. So, but admittedly, they were happy to concede the majority of possession to Crawley. And Crawley did manage to maintain the majority of possession, even though they didn't get as many shots on goal.
Small stadium. How big was that?
Well, they had, I'm not too sure how big the stadium is, but it was 6,720, which I think is not far by the looks of it off capacity. Look at that.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh, and that would have hurt. Yeah. There's the young fella. And it took all the way till the 86th minute and I'm going to, here you go, Aaron, you're going to love this one. Adeyemo.
Oh, good feet, son. Go on.
Yeah.
And good save there. So it's still coming. It was like literally at the death of the match, Crawley did manage to steal the win almost. But again, there was a comment there from Wayne Evans that basically, how did we think the League Two go with promoted? Well, it's been very interesting because the League Two teams are definitely showing their strength, and it's showing the strength of League Two to League One.
Is it?
So, which
Oh,
look at that.
There it is.
Left foot on the angle to steal the win.
oh, what a goal!
So there you go. Crawley,
Absolutely stole it.
yeah. And
Who
this
is
is
that
what
guy?
makes it almost impossible, in my view, for us to try and pick the league because all these teams are so close. And, and Crawley currently undefeated, sitting in third spot. And then, you have, you have Cambridge, who literally now have had 2 losses for the season, and they lost their Carabao Cup match, but they did play QPR. But I mean, they're on 0 points, and bad news for me, from my opinion, Cambridge United, League Two next year for you guys. I think you guys are going to get relegated.
You're gonna be with Aaron. They're gonna be with friggin' Aaron, aren't they?
They're probably going to be with Aaron, which will be, good chat. But then Crawley Town, who came up from League Two, I can't see them going back to back. I can see them missing because they only won 1-0 here against a team that I don't think is very strong. I can see them avoiding relegation, but not making the playoffs.
Who is that guy that scored the goal? Sorry, at the end there.
Yeah, Adeyamo.
What? How old is he? What do you know about him?
I don't know how old he is.
Sorry, I
but-
thought looked there. Okay.
Yeah, mate, you're killing me. If you think I'm that good, if you think I'm at Aaron level, you're kidding yourself.
No, well, we're shooting a rehearsal. There you go. We're shooting the rehearsal. There you go. Stuart Ryan says, by the time 10 games are played, we shall have a better idea who's going to be where and likely to be a challenge. Yes, Stuart Ryan, by the way, you are more than welcome to become part of this Monday night bullshit that we're doing right there. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Go.
And Stuart,
Yeah.
we're not too far away from the Stockport match. In fact, Josh, next match,
Oh, yeah.
Blackpool v Stockport. And just so you know, Blackpool lost to Crawley in the first match 2-1 away, which is why Crawley's still undefeated. And Stockport were home to Cambridge and had a 2-0 win. And what was the result here, Josh, for Stuart?
All right, for this awesome. So there we go. I'm gonna pull Stuart down real quick. So there it is, Stockport County 3-0. The game was on Saturday. Louis Berry, Fevrier, who I wanted to sign for Wrexham, who I thought was absolute T-City, who I really liked, and Alofe 90 plus 4. It was at the Bloomfield Road at Blackpool. 567 folks were there. I gotta say, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go old school. And I really thought that Blackpool impressed for nothing because Stockport looked good. Stockport looked like they're up for this league. And Stuart Ryan, you probably will watch this game. As you can see right here, I think that's Louis Berry coming in, very aggressive on the front foot right there. Stockport made it 2 wins by 2, beating Blackpool 3-0. In a gritty clash. I don't think this was a gritty clash. I think Stockport came up. They bought well. I think they did really well. They're always on the front foot, always looking to get at it. This is a team that I believe we need to watch out for. I was very impressed. Granted, I say this. Oh, that should have been a penalty. That absolutely should have been a goddamn penalty. What are we doing here? I'm saying the same thing here too. There you go. Ball back in there. Get it in the box and over the bar. I will say this too. Stockport looked good. I think they bought well. Wooten's a good scorer. Obviously, they came up as winners last year. But Louis Berry, I think, is going to be their player of the season. Blackpool didn't impress me in this brief, kind of like highlight reel right here. But look at this. Look at the moves. Go on, son. Have it. Right. Bang, back of the net. How's your father?
Oh,
There you go. Wow. Watch out.
that's a goal.
Yeah. Watch out. I like it a lot.
And Blackpool's got a good stadium.
There you go. They do have a good stadium. I think this is a February goal right here. This is the guy we should have signed. I really like this. Bang! I like it. February is a guy that I think could have been a left wing back for us, playing for right wing. He signed from. I don't know where the fuck he came from, but he signed. But I really like him a lot. But I say, watch out for Stockport. Bang! Circle jerk there. There you go, back of the net, and they're loving it. And I think that Stuart Ryan was loving it too. Really impressed with how they lined up and how they ended it there. Stockport 3, Blackpool 0. Love it. And I think Stuart Ryan does too. And he says, yes. Oh, you keep touching it. What the fuck, dude? Yes, we got some higher level signings. Lewis Bate, Jack Diamond. There we go.
Who's driving this thing? Who's driving?
No one's driving. It's a drunk drive. It's a new thing. He has access. I have access. It's all good. But yes, Stockport, watch out for him. I'm going to tell you right now, watch out for him.
Don't you love this? This is a classic fan comment here.
Yeah. Yeah. He sounded like, we're not that great. We're not that great. They looked good. You should be very, very proud of what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
How do you think they'll go?
Playoffs.
Playoffs? Automatic? Not automatic?
No. Playoffs for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Blackpool?
Yeah.
Is that a nice way of saying no?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
that's
why. No, that's him saying he's not. He has no idea.
No, I'm saying that.
I know that. I'm trying to make him look good.
He's
don't do that. I'm ruining myself. Yeah.
You know how hard this is, Aaron, to make Josh look good? It's like, yeah. But anyway, we're doing
that is the heaviest lift of all lifts of all of the shows on YouTube.
We got to get through 12 games, and we're humming. So we're up to the second last game.
That's my last game, isn't it?
Wycombe v Birmingham. So Wycombe, who obviously in their first week we know came up against Wrexham away and lost 3-2, and Birmingham, who have signed everybody under the sun, part owner Tom Brady, were at home to Reading in the first week and had a 1-1 draw. How'd we go this week, Aaron?
This week was a little better for Birmingham City. I think their fans will be pretty happy with it. They went to Wycombe and got a 3-2 win. You had Matt Bloomfield's coach at Wycombe, and then Chris Davies is the new coach at Birmingham City. A lot of people curious to see how he does this year. Of course, they've invested so much money in that squad. Everybody's picking them to win the league, so they should be right up there. So to get started off, though, Wycombe score first on a Christian Bielik own goal, 22 minutes into the game. So not so pretty right off the bat. Yeah,
sorry. Live show.
One job.
Yeah. One job this guy has. Anyway, own goal for Christian Bielik. It happens. Things happen. That was 22 minutes into the game. They're flying high. They're feeling good. They think they can get something out of this game. Well, just a few minutes later, in the 31st minute, Alfie May, guess who? Who'd have thunk it? Buries one. And and Birmingham City goes back even 1-1. Let's see. Here we go.
Get there.
There it is.
Oh,
just sitting there and pops it right in there. Scrappy goal, but he pops it right in there. And that's how we go to halftime, 1-1. So then to get in the second half, the scoring in the second half, Luke Harris from Birmingham scores, and he gets assisted by Ayamu Yakiyama. That's what it is. That kid right there. He is unreal. They just bought him. He just came from Japan. He's lightning fast. He's got great feet. He's unbelievable. I don't know. I think they paid like $4 million for him. I wish we could get something like that.
4 M's. They paid 4 M's for him. Ken just
yes, Yakiyama. Then Willem Williamson, Thor. They call him Thor. That's why right there he just kills the ball. It goes in the net. I think they paid like 3.5 or 4 for him too.
3.5 M's.
Yeah. And then they're up 3-1 at that point, and then right at the 90th minute, Sam Vokes for Wycombe draws one back, which really, once you hear the game stats, is really against the the way the play was going. So the possession, listen to this. The possession stats. Birmingham City 74% possession to 26 for Wycombe. So that I mean, that just tells you how the game was. It was pretty much conclusive. Birmingham City.
Hey, but I'd say Wycombe Wanderers, they came back against us, and they did well coming back against Birmingham City as well. So I think they're like a team that's like kind of that are.
They've had two, 3 losses.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
they've scored 4 goals and haven't got a point.
Yeah.
So that's tough. That's tough. But tells you something about their defense.
But that Yakiyama kid on the left wing, look out for him. He's going to be trouble.
And I mean, look, Birmingham has more money than any of us all put together. How do we think these teams are going to end up at the end of the season, Aaron?
Well, I'd be damn surprised if Birmingham doesn't win the whole thing. And Wycombe will be interesting. We'll see how they go.
I think they're spoilers, right?
I mean, surely, they're not they're a good team. Obviously, they've got defensive issues.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if they can get those figured out, they might get up to 12th, 10th, and that somewhere in there. Upper mid-table.
By the way, before we go on, Stuart Ryan is going off to bed. He's our local Stockport guy at this point. The plan was for that to happen. What?
No, I said thanks for coming, Stuart.
Yeah,
thanks for coming,
Yeah,
Stuart. Yeah, good to see you. See you next week.
See you next week for sure. The plan was for that to happen about 2-3 years ago, but he feels like the qualities we shall see. Our manager has won 7 promotions in 14 seasons, has never had a finish outside of the playoffs. Yeah, I get he got to go to sleep. And he said, "Good luck, Dragons." Before I go, Huffs go to backup, but Brum and mid-table.
So he thinks. So he thinks Birmingham's going to end up mid-table. Yeah, I don't think so.
Wow. I hope so, Stuart.
That's wishful thinking. I mean, it'll be hilarious if they do. If they spend all that money and then end up mid-table.
Yeah.
Hey, come back next week. Come back. Have your say. This is the
come on back. What you'll notice, guys, is as we come up to the last match of the round, we didn't have much time this week. But we've got the last game is obviously Bolton v Wrexham. And in their first round, Wrexham started out their season at home to Wycombe and had a 3-2 win. And Bolton, literally in their first game, were away to Leyton and had a 2-1 win. So 2 undefeated teams coming from the first round coming into this round. And this was, as we know, because we did the watch along, a 0-0 draw. But, oh, my God, what a match. It was at Bolton at home, and they're a good team. I rated them when we watched this. I think, they had 11 shots on goal to our 7. Now, we're talking about 6,000 odd, 9,000, 6,000 at the matches before. This match, we had 25,957 people in attendance. It was rocking this stadium. And, with Bolton having 11 shots on goal and AO being named man of the match, definitely earned his keep. Paid for half his salary in this one match, I reckon. In my opinion.
Minimum. And confidence-wise, I think it's even there. Yeah. There you go. That's
68% possession for Bolton to our 32%. And what I noticed in the stats was that Bolton's pass accuracy was 81% compared to our 59%. But that really comes down to the style of football that both teams played on the day. And, with my one-eye Wrexham hat on, we could have almost stole this in the second half. But then that probably wouldn't have been fair on Bolton, in all fairness.
Yep.
But what we have done, and Josh, I don't know whether you've got it there ready to go, we reached out to a Bolton supporter. We got Ben from Ben's Football Vlogs, and I will throw up the link in the chat if you want to check out his YouTube channel. because he kindly came on and did some answered some questions for us. So, and there is the link to Ben's channel, his latest video. Hop on there. He's a Bolton fan. He was away on holiday, so he couldn't come on live. But what's he got for us? He answered some questions for us. Josh, bring him up.
This is Ken doing some massive research. This is what we're looking forward to do for some of the other YouTubers out there and YouTubers, whatever. I hate to say, like streamers. We got to get involved to bring everyone in to do our thing, which is great. Yeah. So, what's this kid's name? Sorry.
This is Ben from Ben's Football Vlogs, and he's a Bolton fan. He's got a couple of thousand Bolton fans subscribing to his channel. He was playing golf earlier today, which I was quite happy to hear. And he was at this castle on holidays, and he said, "I can't come on, but I'll tell you what, I'll shoot a video." And this is what he put together. We asked him some questions.
Is he your son?
No. Well, not that I know of.
This is for the Local Pundit Wrexham channel on YouTube. The first question: what are your thoughts on the game? I thought Bolton were dominant in the first half. I thought we kept hold of the ball. We played keep ball. We did some good moves as well. Wrexham had a few chances, and then the second half they created the best chance of the game, where it was one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he unfortunately missed it.
These are his vlogs.
He couldn't get it off his right foot. I think Wrexham, they just didn't create enough to score any goals. Second question: where do you think we'll finish the season? I think after last season.
So there you go. By the way, this is his vlog. It's good. He's obviously in front of my castle in England, so it's great. But it's really good. The second question there was Ken put out to him was, and this is what we're gonna do. This is we're shooting the rehearsal. Where do I think?
So we're asking him where. I'm going to say this. We asked him where he thought Bolton would finish this season in the league.
Oh wait, where do I think Bolton? Shooting the rehearsal, but fair play. Fucking Ken went out and found this guy. God damn it, it's so good. I love it.
Josh does nothing. He can't even push buttons.
I can't even push buttons.
Play the video.
Yeah, there you go. Even Aaron put a background up. Here we go. Where do we think Bolton will finish this season? There we go.
Where do you think we'll finish the season? I think after last season, the season before we thought we got playoffs 2 seasons in a row. I think it's out of time this season to go up. Don't want to jinx anything, but I think this season we'll finish top 2. I think it'll be us and Birmingham City that'll go up. Where do you think Wrexham will finish the season? I think Wrexham will finish top 10. I think yesterday they played too well not to finish top 10. They have some class players. I know McLean gets a lot of stick, but he's a very good footballer.
Yes.
Elliot Lee, they've got that Mullet. They got Paul Mullen when he's fit. He's a very good striker. Next question: who is our best player? I don't know. We've got quite a lot of players in. Sean, I really like him. So he's very, very good, very fast. It's gone. He can make a few crosses. Make chances. I think our best player, though, I don't know. He's been most reliable over a few seasons. Yes, he's had a couple of misses, but I'll go Dion Charles. I know he gets a lot of stick for the misses, but when he's in the right place at the right time, he scores goals, and that's what you need in a striker. Final question: who is my favourite player? My favourite player is George Thomason. The reason because of that, he's very technical. He creates some great chances for the players. He scored a fantastic goal on Tuesday night against Mansfield.
Back of the net.
What a goal! George Thomason taking a bow mark. He's got a very good left foot on him. He's very technical. Yeah, he's a perfect midfielder. What you want from the team. Thanks for having me. And come on. Good luck for the rest of the season for Wrexham as well.
There you go. Well done. Look at that. There you go.
Right, we're here today to answer some questions for the
How about it? How about it?
That was good.
Seriously,
that was awesome.
Ben, I reached out to Ben 24 hours ago. Now, this guy has managed to put something together, he put all that together himself, including those highlights while on holidays. Like, I'm really looking forward to when we play Bolton at home. We'll get Ben back on the show live because he's really cool, guys. Get in there, check out his videos. You'll get to learn a lot about Bolton. So have a look at his channel, subscribe and like it. Big fan. And we're going to try and do this every week for the Wrexham team upcoming and wrap, so that we can do that as well as that's a wrap of the whole league, each match, our opinions. I thought that was really cool by Ben.
No, that was fantastic. What's his link again?
Ben's Football Vlogs. I actually put his latest show in the comments there.
Awesome. Well done, and great to you to reach out. Again, we're just we're working on the fly here. We want to build this out and do our thing. So, but yes, I haven't been drinking. Yes, I drink liquid death water. Yes, but yes,
with vodka.
Yeah, with vodka. Yeah, we're trying to do 9 things at once, Michael. So it is what it is. So thanks for the compliment. I wish I was that drunk, but it's awesome. I wish I was. But hey, here you go. Real men drink mellow yellow. Yes. When you're on this side of things, you're trying to do 9 things at once. It probably looks like we're drunk. It really does.
Well, guys, that was the first. That's a wrap, and I'm really looking forward to how we go building this out this year, so that we can really get a feel for all the teams we're playing. What I loved about tonight was that we actually got to get a feel for a lot of the other teams in a very short condensed. We'd be going just an hour.
Yeah.
And then, next week we have all the teams, but Josh will be doing updates all this week, obviously, on the Local Pundit.
Yep.
And we have a Reading YouTuber that we're getting lined up to do a preview show with Josh this week, and he will come back for That's a Wrap.
Yep.
And that way we'll get the before and after, and we'll get his feel on his team. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, guys, well done today.
Well done. No, brief, nice soft launch, Aaron. Yeah.
What a professional.
It's awesome. We got
professional there.
Producer Aaron just came home. Producer Aaron just came. She just came
tell her get on screen or you're lying.
Yeah.
Show us a finger.
If she's not on screen, she's not
real. She's not real.
Yeah.
Not real.
Yeah. By the way, football players audit. By the way, sorry to interrupt. Football players audit has really good data.
Yes, it does.
So if you want to get involved into the weekly show, football players audit, please let us know. Contact Ken because don't contact me because he's running the show. I'm just here for the for the show. That's
guys. Just put a message in. Message the Local Pundit. We'll reach out.
Yeah, we'll find it.
We're really more than happy to have somebody on. Like if we'd been more organised this week, we absolutely would have had Ben on.
Yeah.
But we'll make sure we definitely get him on later in the season when Bolton have to come to the Stokes and try and beat us at home. And look, they're a quality team. They could do it. But you got to come to our home ground and meet the pain.
Yeah. Make the pain. Yeah. No. Yeah, really enjoyed it, guys. Appreciate your hard work. I look forward to next week. Yeah, like I said, we shoot the audition, we shoot the commercial, we shoot the trailer, we shoot the preview. There we go. Because we want to put it out. We're going to figure it out as we go with you because we're learning as we go too. So And
if you had any idea how many rehearsals we put into this week, so it can only get better.
Yeah, it can only get better. Yeah.
Hey, we're professionals. We only need one take. Okay, we're kind of a big deal.
I'm kind of a big deal. No, we shoot the rehearsal. Always shoot the rehearsal.
Yeah.
Brief Kyle says, "Nice, a soft launch." Yeah, let's launch that. Let's figure it out. Let's all work this together. It's fun stuff. Really great. And Ken was hosting it. Might let Aaron host. I don't know if Ken will let Aaron host. I don't know. It's definitely not going to be me.
Yeah. Well, I've got to get the hang of this. So I guess we'll go round the horn now, Is that how I do it, Josh? We'll go round the horn.
Oh, you're kicking me out.
Look, and I'll tell you what, let's do this properly, Aaron. Let's start with Josh and get rid of him. Okay, Josh, what do you think?
I like that.
No, this is great. I'm really so happy to be on this show. It's fantastic. Subscribe to the Local Pundit. Get your Local Pundit hats. There you go. I'll be live tomorrow with Tommy Kaus doing the news and update show on this channel. So we don't know. I have nothing planned, but there we go. And on that bombshell. Yeah.
Kick yourself out.
Yeah. Got it. There we go.
And
get him out of here.
I know it's a shock. It's a shock to hear, Aaron, that Josh says he has nothing planned.
Yeah. Not Josh. He's a party animal. He did the
Yep.
game hungover the other day.
Yeah.
We-
What
All right,
did you
hey,
think? What did you think of the
this
round?
was awesome. This was fun. This was fun. I liked this. This is good.
Yeah.
We'll get better, and we're gonna get better. But
Mate,
we'll
I
get
think
some
you
things.
were definitely the professional of the three.
Yeah, I tried. I probably went a little overboard, but I wanted to make sure I had enough.
Mate, as always, you do an amazing job. I just wish you were a bit more shit at doing recruitment for Rotherham. I was a bit disappointed in that.
They're not. They ain't worth a shit right now. So apparently, I don't know what I'm talking about.
So, yeah, well done.
Yeah, well done.
And
But-
we'll catch up.
All right. Well, hey,
on
on
that
that bombshell.
Boom. Kick yourself out, mate. I'll kick you out. There you go. Okay. Well, guys, that's a wrap. We've managed to get through week 1 of the That's a Wrap show. And that was the first week, but obviously the first week for us, second week for the league. Looking forward to the games coming up. Don't forget, tune in, watch Josh with Tommy Cause. Cannot wait to see it. See you next week.